Hello, my name is Sekit, and today we are playing FTB Plexiglass Mountain. And today, I want to start taking a look at little logistics. Now, I guess we've got like cars and boats, and we're going to start with the boats. I guess we need some kind of a tug. Let's see, we'll start with a steam tug. I don't know how many of these we're going to make. We're just going to make these manually here. Make a couple of pistons, and we'll make a furnace. And here's our steam tug. And I think we're going to want a wrench. What are we missing here? Do we not have string? Oh, that's easily solved. String! Okay, we'll need a vehicle chain. Huh. We might want to keep those on us. Those look important. We should be able to go ahead and make the wrench. And I think we also want this tug root. For that, we're going to need a wireless transmitter component. Not too bad. Doesn't look like there are advancements for this, so that should keep it simple. Now let's see. We take our steam tug, we place it off in the water here. I assume it's going to have a GUI. Yeah, it's going to need some coal. Okay, so we can give it some power, but we want it halted right now because it doesn't have anywhere to go. So if we right-click, shift right-click with this, we'll bring up some kind of a menu. So let's see. Tiny root configurator, move node up, move node down, rename node. Okay. So let's say we put a node here. Added node. Can I add another one over here? Oh boy, look at that, huh? I'll just zoom over here. I'll put one right here. Put some more down. Okay, we got a bunch of nodes around the place going in a circle around our little island. I think we put this thing in here. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so the all of that disappears, at least from view. Our steam tug trucks right along, and I assume when it gets back here, it will stop. We'll see. In the meantime, we're going to make a couple barges. That's what the tug does. It pulls barges along behind it. So what we're looking for is an auto fishing barge. And that looks like it's 3 fishing rods and just a little bit of iron. And I think we're also going to want a chest barge, right? So I don't know if I can add a little train of barges while it's in motion. Probably not. It's kind of fast, isn't it? Can I stand on it? Well, let's see. If we were to go like so, that doesn't do anything. Okay. Now, if we're going to want that thing to stop, we're going to need a couple of docks. We're going to need tug docks, and we're going to need barge docks. And I think we're going to need at least one of these rapid hoppers. Okay, yeah, it looks like this thing will just keep spinning around without a dock. So we might as well just go see if we can break it or something. Let's see. We can break it all right. Doesn't look like well, I don't see it. Is that it? That's it. Very nice. So let's come on over here, and we'll, of course, we'll make this nice. But for now, did I get my little radio controller back? I doubt it's still in there. Looks like we lost it. That's okay. We can always make another one. So let's see. We're gonna come out a good bit here. I want to make sure we're clear that that little point. So let's see. Start with our tug dock, right? And we're gonna need 2 barge docks. And we're gonna want to unload out of this one. So let's go ahead, put our fancy rapid hopper down. Can't be waterlogged. That's okay. And then we'll probably have to pipe out of it. So let's see what we can do here. Let's put down our steam tug and our auto fishing barge, right? And let's see. I think those might have connected. Let's see if we can't put down our chest barge. See if we can link these. I don't know. Let's try that again without the hopper underneath there. Okay, yeah, that worked. I can see the little connector. We got that one real fast. I don't know why that one took us so long. So I guess we'll have to make another one of those unless it's risen to the surface out here. So now that we're figuring out the basics here, what do we need? We don't have obsidian? We don't have obsidian. Let's see. We should be able to make an amount here. Gotta make a chunk loader barge. This should keep it loaded when we're not around, and also if it goes out of range. And I made one more dock, and we're gonna see if we can link and link. Shift click. Okay. Looks like you gotta hit them like more towards the middle of the hitbox. Maybe that was our trouble all along. Let's take, that's our chest barge. So let's take some of these basic logistical transporters. We might have to get those out of here to get this hopper under there. But that's fine. We have another tug route. We can go ahead and make it, and we can make it quite a bit larger because it will load the chunks for us. Okay, we're all set in that direction. At least as far as that's concerned, we're all set in a big circular direction. So let's go ahead, give it some power, give it a root, and it's gonna chug right off without everything else. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. It might just not have been connected. Now it's connected. All right, let's we'll put the coal back in, we'll put our root back in, and away the whole thing goes. Now, while it's doing its thing, we're gonna go ahead and set that up right there. Whoop, not blue. That's okay. Oh, it's gonna stay blue, isn't it? That's life. So let's see if I can get this right. Okay, I think we got it here. We're going to put a crate up top. We can see it way off in the distance, doing its thing. I wonder if we can interact with the chest and see. I mean, I assume it needs a. Darn it. What I was saying was, I assume it needs the chest. I don't actually know that. So let's see. We get down here. Is there anything in here? No. What about the fishing barge? Maybe we should put another hopper over here. Well, no, because then we won't know. Let's let it do its thing and come back and see what happens. Okay, here it comes. I looked it up. You do need the rapid hopper underneath the fishing barge. It won't work otherwise. So the chest barge was extraneous for what we're doing here. But you can use that to like move stuff around, like whatever it is that you want to do. And there is a thing for them getting caught up on corners in like tight passageways. Like all of these things apparently have, and you can look them up. Like you can look up the ponder mechanic, which I love. It's wonderful for in-game documentation. Now, where are you going? Going right past it. Okay, let's maybe we have to designate this specifically as somewhere where the barge is going. Let's see. We're gonna shift right click. Let's just get rid of all of these. And we can make another one and like maybe put it at the end. I realized that a little too late. So we'll put, that's not quite right. I don't think. What I really want it is right here. It puts it right where you're standing. I see. So if we go like this, it'll be fine. Right? Right. Okay, we got a nice little trek for it. Come down here, throw it in. And it's trying to go there first. Oh boy. Okay, now it's coming around. All right, I see, I see. Oh, before too long. I think it'll take about 10 minutes for it to run all the way around here. It should come back to the docks here. You just barely see it out there and I think it's now outside of the loaded chunks. And I guess in 1.19, there's not going to be a loader barge. The way it'll work is you'll register them, and it'll use like border chunks to move along. So like nothing will be ticking except for the whatever vehicle it is itself. So that's pretty cool. It's not back yet, but I sent it way down there. According to the web page, if you run it on too short a route, you can get an overfishing debuff. And also there's a shallow water debuff, so you want it to be, I don't know how deep, but you know, probably at least a few blocks deep. Like we wouldn't want to be trying to do it here. Oh, there it comes. I can see the little clouds. That's so cool. This is gonna bring this area some badly needed movement. I'm excited about this. Now, if we did this right, it should pass right along here, and it should stop at the docks, I think. I hope. And hopefully unload some fish. I have a horrible feeling it's just gonna go cruising by. Oh, here it comes. Oh, but it's doing that for some reason. Okay. Okay, so what if we got rid of this last one over here, huh? And put one over here, maybe? Let's see what it does. I think it's just going to come right back here first, because that's the first one. I think that's how that probably works. Yeah. And they're going to get all, hope that doesn't mess it up too badly. Well, it seems like a fairly stable little contraption. Let's see here. Is this telling us anything? Switches things back and forth. I feel like this one only has one setting, so I feel like the orange must be deposit. I guess we shall see. This should be back soon. We're going to go ahead and put a hopper on top of the tug dock also. Get a little coal in there and see what that does. Okay, here it comes again. I think it should... Where's it going? You're kidding me, right? You are absolutely kidding me. Oh no. Let's run off without the chunk loader. It's catching a little fish though. Like, good amount. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Now that it's moving again, we're gonna try moving the barge docks down into the water. That I think that might be correct. It's like insisting on like going back there. Oh ho! Yes! We got something a little nicer here now, and it does recognize that this is a block that it doesn't want to go through, so it doesn't do that weird little jog anymore. I feel like we're making some progress here, folks. This is what I was hoping for. Now, the next thing I want to do today is greatly expand this smeltery. Now, you can see the liquid visually disappearing, but, never fear, it's not actually going anywhere. As long as we don't break the smeltery controller, we should be good. Now, we're going to expand this so it's 5 by 5 on the inside. That seems like a good amount for what we're actually going to have to do with this thing. This is going to be... We're going to need a lot of the stuff. What stuff? Can't even talk. Plexiglass. So it should be that when we complete the first layer, we should see liquid in here again. Yeah, very cool. So now this thing has a much greater capacity. It can hold 135 buckets, which means we should be able to dump a bunch of this creosote oil out, right? Get it in here. Let's see. Yeah. All right. I don't want to overwhelm it. And all that has given us enough to make the next tier solar panel, which I'm pretty excited about. Means we're getting there. The redstone solar panel needs 114 plexiglass blocks. Look at it go. Now it's taken a long time for our sawmill to do its thing over here, chopping up the plexiglass blocks into sheets. Already upgraded it to the basic factory. We're going to increase it yet another tier so that it's doing 5 operations at once. Oh yeah, that's just going a million times faster. Okay, now this solar panel is actually worth hooking up. Um, so what we're gonna do, and we'll replace this one from time to time. But we're just gonna run cable. Oh, we're gonna get a little lag. Am I out of juice? Yeah. We're gonna run cable right through here, and this is actually the okay, yeah, this is perfect. We're gonna put a solar panel down right here. And we're gonna cover all this back up. Now this thing will generate, it's not generating a thing. Are we under? Yes, we are. We gotta go out one more. This thing will generate 64 FE a tick. So it's definitely not as good as our lapidary dynamos from thermal, but it's a little less than half as good. I probably have to be off it for it to work, don't it? Boy! Oh, that's right. There's another. Like, this is what happens, folks. This should be fine, though, and we'll have to do something with this little. Yeah, now it's doing 58 FE a tick. 57. Yeah, the sun's going down. That's why that's happening. Cool. That'll help. Now, the solar panel was a good idea because with its addition, we are now keeping up. We got 2 of the lapidary dynamos going in addition to the solar panel, but what was happening was this thing was taking up more power than we were able to produce. This whole setup for our, well, we're not using the ore quadrupling, but we are using the liquid sodium, and these things just seem like they suck power. So we are officially keeping up, so that's wonderful. Now, of course, some of that is the solar, and at night we're gonna lose that. So for the time being, we're probably gonna want to sleep through the nights. I don't think it's really that big a deal, but I think eventually we would lose some power. This thing is doing great. It doesn't get a lot of the special stuff, which is what this whole thing is. So, oh, hey, here it comes. Which is really what I set this whole thing up for. We can get growing fish. That's not a problem. But stuff like nautilus shells, although we can craft them, who knows what else we can fish up. We know the loot tables in this pack have been messed with. Yeah, look at how much better this is now that there are solid blocks here. It just avoids them. Comes right over here, dumps everything in, refuels, and we're good to go. Now this does use up a lot of lava. This is one of the advanced. So it was almost full. Not quite, but almost. Let's go ahead and get some creosote in here. So we have some liquid sodium. Okay, it's emptied out. Very good. Now we'll find a way to do this like not manually one of these days. I would like to try to get to the next tier of solar panel because this is significant. Let's see, what would it take? We got everything, but we need another 1,000 plexiglass, so we need to teach this thing how to make nuggets. So I'm going to make another couple co-processing units so we can have some some more crafting power. I did figure out how to automate these. Like what you do, you take the press out of the recipe, and then it all works just fine. So we can just have our processors and not have to worry about futzing around manually. Oh, look at that. These seem to work on their own? That's interesting. But we'd still only have the two CPUs, wouldn't we? Yeah, okay. So I think we're doing the right thing. Okay, now we have 5 CPUs, so we should be able to craft more than one thing at once. What do we want to craft? Let's see. We always need glass, right? So let's craft ourselves up 100 glass. And let's see if we can simultaneously craft ourselves up 100 chicken. Okay, well we need feathers, but it looks like it would work. Does make the monitor kind of redundant. Like, it's only going to work for this one. I mean, redundant isn't the right word. I mean, I could make these like 2 by 2 squares, 2 by 2 by 1. Well, we may consider that. It might be cool to see all the different things this is crafting up there. Oh, I know what it can make, because it's definitely still crafting. Well, almost. Let's see. I can't make up my mind fast enough. We'll go ahead and make some fancy Endarium components. And we'll make some bread. Yeah. Okay, that's definitely how that works. Okay, yeah, so we got all kinds of things going now. Is our power keeping up with all that? Yeah, cool. Next thing I want to think about is upgrading our blast furnace outside. We're using creosote oil to make the plexiglass, and we need something to do with all the coal coke. We might as well make steel with it. Steel plates we can make in the multi-servo press. Very nice. That's exactly what I was hoping to see there. You never know. But you can usually count on a Feed the Beast pack to have this kind of thing all correct. So we'll go ahead and throw those in there. And we'll make 27 steel plates. And you know, while we're at it, we ought to make the manual for immersive engineering. We're going to have to get pretty deep into that if we're going to switch to plant oil. I wonder, we haven't been messing up the advancements, have we? Oh, it looks like we might have. Oh no, we've been getting all of this. But we're not getting, well, it's fine. There we have it. And we'll take the blast bricks. I tore down the blast furnace out there. And we're going to need our hammer. We have our hammer, and we're going to need a hopper. So this one's a bit different, and we're going to build it a little bit away from the coke oven because we're going to have some stuff on the side. The main difference between these two multi-blocks, the regular blast furnace and the reinforced one, is the reinforced one is more expensive. Also, you can automate it. Like, we can automate the coke oven just fine, but we wouldn't be able to pipe in and out of the old blast furnace. We need the fancy one. And the only real difference is you put a hopper up on the top. Now you can see all of these inputs and outputs. The ones we want to think about are the one on top, the one in front, and the one in the back. These two are for something else. Now it looks pretty cool. It works. We can just type to search. So the improved blast furnace, you know, we already made it. That's fine. But here are our outputs. Steel comes out the front. Slag comes out the back. Iron and coal coke, you feed in through the top. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put some drawers here to catch everything. And we're going to use our quantify key on them. So we'll know when how much is too much. We're going to want a basic logistical transporter up here, but don't ask me how I'm going to. There we go. One basic logistical transporter. And we're going to get a barrel. And then over here, we're going to take some additional basic logistical. Oh, we'll do it like this, won't we? A little less silly. There we go. Having trouble here today. Come on. Okay, we will set this to output, and the coal coke should start going out of the coke oven here. And it's going to fill this up, and any extra is going to be up there in the barrel as a buffer. And we're going to run downstairs, and we're going to get a bunch of iron. And we're going to throw that in the barrel. And what we should see, once we set this to extract, come on. I've been playing Vault Hunters all day. I'm a little tired. There we go. Let's throw in the iron in there. And once it's full of iron, it should go ahead and throw coal in there. Or coal coke. Sure enough. And it's moving right along. It's faster. I think we might be able to speed it up even more with preheaters. So let's go back home here. We'll go, it must be later on in the blast furnace chapter. Let's see. Structure the furnace. Preheaters. Yes, we'll need induction heaters and iron sheet metal. We're going to need 2 of these. Now the sheet metal is easy enough. All we need are iron plates, and I think we've got those programmed in already. The heaters, the recipe for the heaters themselves isn't too bad, but the copper coil block, we're going to need LV wire. Now I feel like we've been picking up a bunch of, okay, we've got insulated. We need the regular. So let's see, is there a way we can do the wire? Okay, that's the wrong kind of wire. Yeah, it looks like our option would be either a wire cast. I think we'll do the wire cast. That sounds like a good idea. To do that, though, we're going to need some wire cutters. And what we're going to do is we're going to take just a little bit of copper and 2 gold. There we go. Go right back where we were. Over to our smeltery. We gotta get rid of all this stuff in here. Okay, that's better. So what we want here is we're gonna want copper plate and then craft it with the wire cutters to get the copper wire. Now I assume that this is how we make the mold. Sure looks that way. Okay. Now what we're going to do is put a hopper underneath this thing. Pointing into a barrel. There we go. And we're gonna fill this up with copper. And just like we did on the other smeltery, we're gonna put a timer next to it so that it will pour out automatically. And there goes our little tug barge. Let's see how it's doing. Where's I can't remember where anything is. Here we go. Okay, we got another one of these. And we got plenty of coal. I got tired of not being able to see what I was doing, so I used the crafting units instead of more memory, so that we can see what's going on inside the machine. We should have them by now. Yeah. So right now, we can see this kind of, it's pretty fast, right? It's not what you'd call slow, but put these things on it. Doing this right? There we go. Shift click them right on there. These need power, so I don't know how much they use. Maybe we could just try 2 very basic solar panels on them. Where are the basics? Is it the leadstone? I think it's the leadstone. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we can see it's this CPU that's doing the thing. Click on here, watch go. Now these do not generate very much power. I think we might be able to use them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they can't keep up. But I think we'll worry about how to power this in the next episode. We've actually made a lot of progress today. And next time, we'll pick right back up where we left off with a little outdoor power chance. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.